Hello, hello, hello. It's Friday, so you know what that means. You've got TTTT. My name is Amina Abdi Rabar. An absolute pleasure to have you on the show. Hello to my panelists. What's up, Quach? What's up, Kido? And then, of course, today we have Xavier making his debut on the show.
I know. All the other years, they always come to us like 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
The day tunaongea tu. That's the day inaanza na short yetu. That's the day.
It was Quach talking, in case anyone was wondering. He's that unprofessional. They give us a countdown of like 10 minutes and still Quach.
15 years in the industry.
You know what I mean?
It's good to have Xavier here. Yeah. This man is doing things.
He is doing things. How was the show, Xavier, by the way?
Well, the show was wonderful.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, the tour was also wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm skin Anuka, Uganda.
You see it Uganda tour. Guys, let's respect the one tour.
It's a world tour, by the way. No, it's a world tour.
Uganda unasema nilikuwa nimesafiri kidogo.
Ni kama kwenda ushago. It's true. You know?
Well, you lose a passport. I know.
No. Please. Anyway, it's so good to have you on the show. We do. Now, let's get straight to the stories. Now, residents of Busta Uhuru Village in Kanjwiri Ridge Ward, Nyandarua County, staged a peaceful demonstration earlier this week, decrying substandard road construction works carried out by a local contractor on a 2-kilometer stretch in the area. Now, the demonstrators accused the contractor and the area MCA of misusing public funds by laying machine-cut stones on the road there, as you can see them, instead of the standard hardcore material typically used for road base layers. So, Quach, you know,
when someone wants to tell you they hate you,
these are the things they do.
You don't even have to go far. Yeah. Because umeona hizo blocks.
Nasiona si they are.
Yani, wanaeka blocks za kujenga court. You know those that the builders refused.
Yeah.
Hizo ndio wametumia sasa kujenga barabara so that wewe na gari yako, you know, sometimes you build a maram road that is not favorable for vehicles, but watu wanaweza tembelea. Sometimes you build a road that is favorable for vehicles, but it's not favorable for motorcycles. Lakini this one, hata mtu anatembea na mguu.
Hawezi pita. Anadungwa, anaanguka, anateguka hapo.
Ukiona hata ng'ombe zinarudi hivi nyuma.
Kuna shida.
Kuna shida.
Can you imagine walking there at night? You can't even really see. Hawezi ona barabara.
Where's the place? Nyandarua.
I want to understand this. Who's to blame for this? Is it the politician? Is it the contractor?
First of all, it's always their fault. I don't know what you're talking about.
Because I mean, kwa nini nakwambia hivyo? Unaweza pata hao watu waliambiwa mrudi. Walisha kansoliwa kitambo. So akasema ndio tumalize tuende tukiendanga. Hii mawe ilikuwa ya mradi gani kabaki standby wa mwagie.
Leta mawe.
Weka.
Sir, we don't have the grinder. Wake up.
But sir, vehicles cannot go across that road.
It's okay.
Hawezi enda nyumbani.
What was the plan exactly? I've never seen anything
like
that.
You know, usually what happens, there's a clip Crazy Kenna did a while back where money gets from the government or from whatever treasury, then in a hiyo kazi. But before it gets to the contractor, wale watu wa hapa juu wenye wanataka kudeal na hiyo pesa. So by the time it is getting to the contractor is like, sasa, I will also deliver ya hii bei. Ya hii bei yenyu. Nakumbuka pia mimi niko na workers. So I'll do what I can do.
And that was what he could.
And that's what he could
Given the budget.
Alikuwa anajenga vile Kido amesema, alikuwa anajenga pale kwake nyumbani. Akajiambia, si nimebakisha blocks kidogo.
Walikuwa wanazuia maandamano. Walisema jamaa watakuja kuweka mafuti hapo kuja kulipulia kwa ofisi yangu. Wasitoke kwa manyumba.
The big question is, hiyo Nyandarua, I hope to, unajua there's a place I travel to. Toward in Eldoret, it's called Landimawe.
Yes.
I hope Nyandarua you are getting
Chukisha
Landimawe.
You know, it's funny because we don't live there, but people from Busta Uhuru Village, I'm sure are very upset.
It is upsetting.
But atakawekasirika kama ni kurusha mawe sio.
Alafu uliamka saa 11. Uliamka saa 11 Xavier. Uliamka saa 11.
You know the worst thing about vitu kama hizi zenye sisi ucheka is we are thinking about it or situation ikiwa sawa. Now think about a mother who wants to deliver. and they have to use that road to get to the hospital. Think about an emergency when someone is either hurt or it's a medical emergency and they need to get there. Think about the security situation on that road. Think about how many traps can be laid kwa watu wenye wanakuja kupitia hapo na pikipiki, wanakuja kupitia hapo na nini. So this is why we always say corruption equals death. There is nothing else in between there.
Alafu utapata bado hawa wase wanduthi huko Nyandarua watapata hizo ni so 2 so 5
waende wapige
watu wanduthi ndio walileta mawe.
Walipigwa
juu wamezishikilia hivi. Napeleka mawe.
Hawa si wanashingi huko kweli?
Hapana. Even you know the answer to that, kiddo. Of course they don't. If they did, the road would look so much
So you know what will happen between now and next year when we are having the elections?
Someone will say
they will say ati tumewasikia. They will come and pour maram waseme tunaigrade, and then they will say sasa hiyo imebaki, simuona tumetoa kutoka Nation Center mpaka Sarova Stony. Sasa hiyo imebaki mpaka kwa statue ya Dedan Kimathi.
Tuvotie.
Mpigie kura.
Alafu
next government.
They create the problem.
Then so they look like they are solving it.
Yeah, you're coming to pretend that you are the hero. You created the situation. Remember when Trump wanted to take the credit for stopping the war? This is the shortest war ever. You're the one who bombed them. What do you mean you're the one stopping the war?
I mean, allow me to say this.
Yes,
I think the buying time. Ikifika ile wakati ya election. Unajua vile miradi zinamalizonga haraka. Ndio hiyo sasa. Oh, poleni. Pesa ilichelewa. Ndio tumemaliza. Mko sawa?
But it goes without saying.
Yes, Xavier, carry on.
It goes without saying. You know, it's a politician. At the end of the day, it's a stone cold-hearted guy, eh? Poleni po!
What is that thing you say before every daddy joke you do? Because you need to have it like a soundtrack.
Yeah.
Quick one. A quick one. We need to have it like a soundtrack.
I feel so bad for them, honestly. I'm so sorry. And this happens, by the way, in so many parts of the country. It's just that we've never seen one that looks like that. I don't know why they decided to mwagetizi mawe kubwa kubwa hapa laftana. You know, we're going to see what we can do. And you know what? Quach is probably right. This is probably the end. Your budget ilishia hapa. Say this is the start.
Yes.
This is the end.
Ikijengwa, that will be a new contract.
Yes, that's a new contract. Exactly. I want to hear your thoughts at home at the Trend Live. The hashtag is TTTT. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know. We are taking a quick break. We pay some bills. We'll be back after this. Welcome back. You're watching TTTT. I'd love to hear from you at The Trend Live is our handle on X. Please do tell us where you're watching the show from. And of course, your opinion regarding any of the stories that we will be talking about tonight. Now, Ndia Member of Parliament George Kariuki, popularly known as GK, has defended his decision to brand donated school uniforms with his name. Speaking during an interview with a local radio station, Kariuki said the donation was from his personal funds and not from the Constituency Development Fund. He further defended the branding, arguing that it is a common practice even among international aid agencies. So he's not seeing the big deal. When was this that there was a governor who had his picture?
Yeah.
In the was it KCSE mock exams or?
Yes. There's that.
Front page, like the newspaper. He had his picture.
Just
yeah. There's the other one who had his picture on innerwears, Zawatoto. So they've done all the bizarre things. They've gone and done it. But sometimes, let me be the devil's advocate. When you are in the political space, yetu ya Kenya, it is such a rough space looking at how we have created it, what we've made it to be. That's why we are finding politicians saying bizarre things so that they can be spoken about kwa news. We are seeing politicians doing bizarre things so that they can get some airtime hata kwa mtandao. And that's why we are seeing even this one. He's like, if I do not do it like this, I will not be seen. Wazazi hawasemi, watoto wao ni mimi nimewanunulia uniform. Shida tu ni sasa ameiandika. So inakaa kama kila mtoto ni Honorable Kirui. GK. Mahali wameiandika.
It's like a government of Kenya. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work for him. But
on the left, the government trying to tell you,
yes,
they have your matters at heart,
I don't know, but you know, Coach, who was he proving to? Why did it need to be branded?
No,
that's the thing.
See, the students cannot vote. Ama, is it?
But usually, it's not the students that are targeting.
It's for
when
the
you
parents.
do goodwill, you're doing it for the parents.
Okay.
And they're hoping that the parents will see that Honorable Nani. And also, it's part of campaign. It's like doing posters. It's just that we are saying, it cannot be this ridiculous. Like, why do you have to brand children? Huh? No, we are not saying it's wrong. We are saying it is.
Actually are.
Actually, we are. Okay, I've just realized.
If you're going to donate, just donate. It's almost like, you know, I remember this was a long time ago when when people started now using CDF. And then they put those shades for then do the guys. And then you see there in capital letters, donated by. I'm like, why do you even need to brand that one?
But Amina, let me ask you.
Kuna vitu zingine hapana kwacha
Wacha nikuulize.
na hiyo nini?
No, wacha nikuulize.
Alafu mtu pe wheelbarrow vitu hata zimekingi sense.
Amina, wacha nikuulize. Ushawahi pea mtu pesa?
Yeah.
Alafu feel ni kama anaku appreciate enough.
That's true.
Ushawahi pea mtu pesa and feel ni kama hii shukrani yake. Like you should post and tag me. What do you mean? Ati unakula tu pesa yangu chini ya maji.
Yanya nimeelewa.
Usemi umepata.
Venye masponyo wanafeel.
You see what
I get
umepeleka mtu Mombasa. Then anapiga picha na post anasema ni God. Okay, ni God. But mimi ndio agent.
Unatoa siri.
Mimi ndio agent wa God.
I'm there in between.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, allow me to say this.
I am the vessel being used between you and God to make this
declare me.
Hiyo story ya Coach kwenda Mombasa na watu wake tuweke kando. Now I'll tell you this, Amina. In the country right now, ukiangalia politicians wamekuwa celebrities hata kushinda celebrities. Why? Yeah. Because we give them space ya kuentertain na ujinga nonsense.
Yes.
Hiyo ni a CDF project.
Yes.
Ni fund imetoka kwa gava, taxpayers money. Angalia education system. Because mheshimiwa anakuja kutengezea klasa na kupakia rangi, akileta t-shirt ama akileta sweater ameweka jina yake, hawezi mwambia tutaki hiyo. Picture this, Amina. Utapata most of the parents hata hawako aware watu wao wamevalishwa hizo branding. If some are aware, hawezi fanya kitu because sahi maisha imekufinya hapo. Ukiangalia political space ya sahi iko hapa sahi. Ni mimi nimefanya nini? Nimesema nataka kuwa rais.
Yeah.
Nimeenda nimetoa maji. Angalia, it's a strategy mimi natumia lakini for now what we need to learn from this, we need to know tuna elect nani. Are we full enough? Kuweka watu mwenye wanataka watu lead wanafanya vitu kama hii. So kesho watatumia hizo images, watatumia hizo picha for their own use, their own campaign. Na ukumbuka kitu moja Mina, anything sahi mwanasiasa anafanya haijatoka kwa roho. But aidha amesukumwa ama ni pressure ama anaanza campaign mapema.
But amesema pesa ni zake, hajatumia pesa ya serikali.
Yeah. This is the same na ile ya kanisa anajenga na pesa yangu. Kanisa pesa ni yako umetoa wapi?
Kweli.
What are you telling us ati pesa ni yako? Pesa ni yako wapi? You know, what most politicians don't know is there's a thing they say in football. Play for the badge. People will remember the name at the back. Just do the right thing.
Yeah.
We will talk about you.
GK will remember you.
As long as, we will remember you. You do not need to write it on all over. Like our former president did not need to write his name kwa bypass andike sijui kwa nini and no. If you do it we will know.
Very true. No, Kwachi is absolutely right. But you see the reason why I am branding them is so that you remember.
Who needs to remember, Amina? Who needs to remember?
You appear t-shirt.
Yes.
Instead of making education free.
Yeah, wale watakuja kutufanyia face painting. Unapewa so mbili unaandikwa Honorable GK.
Quickly, we need to take a break.
Okay.
Yes.
I was just saying, unajua hata the branding thing,
Yeah.
But kama niko shule, tulikuwa natumia the branding inaka after 1 year kame fade. I'm very sure ya huyu GK utakaa
indelible.
Utenda where is the place?
Nyandarua.
Nyandarua hoteli. Wait anakuja na GK.
By the way, we acha sisi pia tunafaa tuvange zetu za nation. On this show. Hey, we should quite quickly. I have to take the next story.
Na support Savior unapatanga mtu na nini leso za KANU.
Sasa wewe mheshimiwa akianguka.
Bado jogo inaonekana.
Wewe mheshimiwa akianguka.
It's true. Nani kona mob umbrellas. And by the way, buckets. These politicians give everything. Kalamu, calendar. Anyway, so we need to talk about this story. This was a huge story globally. Okay, now on Wednesday, there was a footage from a Coldplay concert in Massachusetts that went viral after the Jumbotron, that big screen, displayed a couple comfortably watching the concert. A man with his arms around a woman. And as soon as the pair noticed that they were being filmed, they, just ruka. You can see, we can play the video again. Yani, how I said we were talking about them in Kenya. They should have just waved. I don't know why they decided to move around. So as you can guess now, you can't hear the audio, but Chris Martin from Coldplay said, either they're having an affair or they're really shy. I don't think he wanted to put them on the spot. You know what I mean? In fact, I think they tweeted and said they're going to have a section where they won't be taking pictures and videos. Ata watu fanyanga hizi vitu pia kwa club kwat, at an event, umesema umeenda ushagondo where hapo uko yo fisherman's experience.
I mean, consent.
So they startled. I think if they just waved, I don't think anyone would have noticed.
We want to categorically state that we have two people here who are being victimized.
What?
They are being victimized. This was wrong. This was immoral.
Yes.
The cameraman should have minded his own business.
Come on.
What is this? Mtu amekuja.
Amelipa VVIP.
Amelipa VVIP. Hiyo picha unaipata akiwa safi kwa sababu ako peke yake huko.
The people are not,
So what is this business? And this is the same thing that happens here. The way you are saying in clubs. Umeshapiga zako mtu anaona tu vizuri. Savia yuko peke yake. What is this business? Kido ndio anataka kuniulizia swali hapo. Kido, let me ask you. Because now you represent them. What is this business at that time? Ndio sasa wanakuja na taa, wanataka kukumulika sasa. Labda nikuulize ndugu Kwachi, labda nikuulize tu. Naona shemeji wetu.
Acha niwaambie kweli jamani.
Sorry Kido. No, Kwachi, that was different because this one and just the one I was trying to explain to you, at least when Kido comes you can see him and you can see the light and you can tell Kido, please don't post me, don't record me. I'm talking about the ones where you didn't even know. Pictures being taken from the other side of the club. I'm a zoom.
Yes.
You think it's dark, no one can see you. Kumbe the flash.
Kumbe akona zile kamera
za Nat Geo.
Night vision.
Inakupiga ukiwa green. Umepiga ngoka ya Kido inakutoa na hii koti yangu.
But somehow they know that's Xavier.
That's Xavier.
I know that.
Kitunazambia ni kwanza, I'm so grateful. This week I was among the few journalists invited for the data protection training by BCLB. Na tuliamba story na concept. So ukiangalia hii situation, one, makosa imefanyika. It was not intentional or not intentional. But kama uliingia kwa hiyo event, of course najua kama juu ukibuy ticket kuna kwa ile terms and condition. I don't know if you guys read terms and condition.
Of course we don't. What do you
mean? Manual, we don't follow manual.
But Kido,
I'm going to your point.
I have to sign.
I'm going to your point.
No.
So kama uliingia kwa hiyo event wakati ulibuy ticket walikupata ile terms and condition. Photography, nini iko allowed, utakuwa captured, ukakuwa comfortable kuingia kwa event. Hapa hakuna kesi. But now for them ambao sasa ni CEO, huyu ni HR na huyu ni CEO, ni mtu kwa ndoa, ni billionaire. Unanipata? Imeharibu mambo. Unaona? So jamani, kitu mimi naweza sema tu ni rahisi. Ukienda kwa public place, expect anything.
They did look in love though. And
I
saw the video nikasema
they showed.
Amina,
one second, Quatch. They have to put up those posts, and if you go to events even here in Kenya, you'll see a lot of them have them. And if they don't, they're breaking a law, because if you're not informed, you can actually sue them. Because most of the times you just see you're trending. They've promoted a video, you were there dancing. I remember there's this gig I went for, an R&B gig, and when they are promoting the next event, I was front line and center. I didn't.
Now let's play the footage. You naimba vibaya.
Of course ni kwa sababu naka vibaya.
Unajua kama watu wangekuwa wamepata na consent yao, kuna kitu kama imesainiwa. Do you know that they can make millions? I'll tell you this.
It doesn't matter.
Kenya right now, Amina, Kenya right now. Unakumbuka ile kesi ilikuwa ya Kasavera, ile demo alipigwa picha akaleta shida? Unajua alipo pesa ngapi?
Ngapi?
500,000. Na saa hii ukipatikana mahali umepigwa picha.
No, I said 500 ni pesa kidogo. Lakini
umesema 2 billionaire in dollars.
I'm thinking at our Uganda member who won 200 million they pigwa picha.
Wait, you mean in Kenya people are being paid?
In fact,
I didn't sign something huku.
Wewe umeingia tu nation ukajipata huko kwa TV.
That's the worst way in the way.
Ndio ujue shetani alalangi. You know shetani, I think people don't respect the devil enough. I know, yes, we have God on our side, but we should give that guy credit.
Should we?
Wait, do
Shetani huyo jamaa anaweza kukutoa kwa nyumba savior.
Yeah.
Hii ndio siku uongo yako ilikuwa imeingiana, huyu jamaa shambia mama wako kwa nini ya job, mpaka this HR ni rafiki ya bibi yake. Lakini shetani ni nani?
Ni nani? Did you see there were 64,628 people at this event? If we had a video of, you know, other angles of the concert, you'd see it was a packed stadium.
And you know, Amina,
the odds,
the camera ilikuwa na chance ya kushika mwalimu tu fulani marando matumujui.
Hasla fulani tu.
Ashike tu mtu tu akapo lenye wamepewa complimentary. Wangeshikwa. Lakini inashika CEO na HR.
Manzana zataka sana kukua kwa hiyo ofisi. Can you imagine the drama when now we come
mail size inatembea Amina mail.
No, but by the time they are getting there, everyone in the office already knows.
No, I'm sure they probably
there's a group.
Of course my execs wote wanajua.
Yes.
Alafu unajua kuna vitu zingine you can't even really report if it's the CEO and the head of HR. Like who?
Nani anamvuta?
Unaenda kuambia.
Nani anamvuta? Nani anasign?
Either you shut up or you quit. Vitu zingine they are none of your business.
Watch. Amina.
Just
to ask you this in regards to that.
Yes.
Awasa walikuwa hapo kando walikuwa na celebrate kitu sana.
Yes.
Hawako wana celebrate. I think they were trying to distract.
Walikuwa na celebrate sana bana.
No, but unajua those people. This story just went left because we know who they are. Otherwise, they would have been a very beautiful couple.
Yes.
That's why we are saying, even the reactions, labda wanafikiria tu hawa ni washai, hawa ni wanini. You could react like this if you did not know who they are. That's the same thing I always say. Ukitaka kuproposea mtu in public, make sure huyu mtu ni mtu wako. Ndio asikuaibishe because now them hawakatai ati yakutaki, anakataa because niko na mtu wangu.
Lakini utasema nini sasa? Unajua aliona tu hiyo Jumbotron kama ameangalia simu.
Oh my.
Because and the way she just turned, you knew immediately she's guilty.
And it could have been any other concert.
It really could have been.
Like ingekuwa tu ya msanii ajulikani mwenye anaanza tu. Lakini it's Coldplay.
By the way, utapata hata labda wako wanataka kuenda.
Bibi akalazimisha hiyo.
HR.
Just go. Have fun with your colleagues.
Babe, your friends are going. Anyway, let's take a quick break. When we get back, we have more stories to talk about. You're watching NTV. And welcome back. All right, so we said we're going to read some tweets. Kwach, I see you have your phone out. I don't know who you're talking to. You know, these days, Kwach is...
Mimi labda nianze ku big up our loyal fans. Nimekuwa kwenye streets za Nairobi na watu wanasifu sana the trend. Wanasema hapa ndo wanapata the news. Kina Pauline and the rest, big up for always watching the trend.
Thank you so much, Pauline. We've seen your videos, you and
the rest.
And everyone else, because it was different people sending videos saying that they watched the show. Thank you, truly. Thank you so much. About now, any of the topics we've discussed today, Kwach?
Yes. Public projects must not have an opening public participation, but also exit public participation to avoid shoddy, ghost, and incomplete projects, wastage of public funds. This is Ouko legless. Kwa nini, have you guys understood what? Of course, legless. All Kenyans are, we are all legless. But what is our one-legged thing here?
Aaron is the legless guy is complaining about roads.
But I really get what he's saying. He's saying that the same way that before a project is done, there is public participation. When the project is complete, the bosses, who is us, need to come back and say, tumeona kitu mmefanya, and we approve. That's what he's saying. That's what Legless is saying. We also have...
calling him that.
Austin Kikuyu is saying, then you really wonder if we have leaders in this country. This is pure embarrassment. Leaders should really up their game. This is in reference to the story of the road.
Yes.
Utamwambia up their game.
Naona hapa kwenye Facebook, watu wetu wa Facebook.
Sevi anasema?
Yes.
Utamwambia up their game, mheshimiwa ataongeza mawe level 2.
Kuna staircase.
Amina, tuko na salamu kutoka Facebook. I see Wycliffe Andanji anasema I love the spirit as well. Grace Gakuru anasema one of the useless MP.
Okay. All right.
Watu wamekuwa personal.
The words, listen, that was a comment that we read. So
Karuga Kevin anauliza the panelist will do the same.
So there's this guy. I don't know if I should read this, Amina. I apologize in advance. Ameweka hiyo picha amesema this guy is a CEO. That's in regards to the story of the CEO.
Yeah.
He is a CEO. Someone teach Kido to mute. Yeah. He is a CEO. He could have cheated on his wife with a model. But he chose the elderly HR. The reason why I was reading this tweet is I think most people do not understand how it works. Most people think that the soap opera love story is what happens in Nini. We have seen people live. Macron, the French president.
Oh, even Jeff Bezos.
Exactly.
He married a 55-year-old lady, so...
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not a guarantee ati ukipata... Well, try dating a Gen Z ndio utajua moto ni nini. Mtoto alizaliwa 2007 anakuuliza, why are you not texting me back? Eh?
Uko online?
Mbona uko online?
Okay. All right. It's quite, I don't know. I think it's the worst way to ever be busted. I don't think there's a good way to be busted. It's global now. As in, they have children who are teenagers who are going to see this. Their kids are in school. Like, what do you do? Do you move out of the city? Do you go to start a new
what
life
I say
somewhere?
is, mimi si Osama. Please, I will apologize, but let's kitu itafanyika sasa ifanyike.
It's true.
Hey, juu sasa what will we do?
It's not like
Kishaonekana.
Kwa unajua nini?
Okay.
Let's
go.
Wewe ni mdosi. Yako ni mtu kama mimi, for example, niko kwenye streets, lakini ni billionaire. Watu watasahau.
Yeah. Unasema tu na mtadu. Anyway, now HELB now wants access to KRA and NTSA data to track loan defaulters. It says some beneficiaries have bought cars and other luxury items but are still not repaying their student loans. I think huyu ni Cindy wanaongelesha na hajakuja leo.
Leo tulimbembeleza. Cindy kuja show. Kwani hamjaona hiyo story?
Anajenga flats na hizi pesa.
Ninyi mnasave sana, mnaenda sijui Diani, mnaenda wapi?
Summertime na pesa.
Dorime, nini?
Na uko na HELB.
HELB anasema muatag
By the way, let me tell you, you know they can find people like Quatch.
Yes.
They can find presenters, anyone who's a personality.
Yes.
They go and check. They're like, alafu naona why. Huyu alienda shule sijui. Alafu naangalia Eddie Butita. Huyu alitoka hata high school hakumaliza ngoja. So if you're popular now, they will sort of find you.
No, but
so that's
two things here. One is how far does it go? Because even people who are in debt still need some level of privacy and non-tracking. But also the problem with the tracking in government has never been about how well it will be used. It has always been about if you put this weapon in the hands of the wrong person, and we know how much our staki kusema government because then I would look like I'm crucifying everyone. But we've seen how much people can use information vibaya.
That's true.
This is why we are fighting against the centralization of everything. So that now, mtu akishajua tu jina yako, they know everything about you. Yes, already the government knows almost everything about us. But what happened with interagency cooperations? Why does every agency need our details? Because there are details that should only be with the police. There are details that should only be with the health department. There are details that should only be with... And it's like that for a reason. So that we do not have someone sitting at one computer and accessing bora tu ameandika Amina. Anajua mpaka best friend wako wa primary alikuwa nani?
Blood group yake, ameolewa hajaolewa.
The other thing pia ni watuambie lifestyle ya mtu wako na deni ni gani? So that we know kama tumeanza kuharibu.
I think what they're alluding to is that you pay the loan fast, then now you can proceed to live large. Like Xavier amevaa hizi jacket na hizi miwani na hajalipa. Una get watch.
Xavier anaenda Uganda na pesa yetu.
Ana pesa. Lakini nadhani sisi tumefanya makosa Amina kufikisha mali gava au wase wanafika level ya kukuja kukutafuta mpaka kwa KRA na nini because Kenyans lazima watishiwe, wanafunzi lazima watishiwe. Hakuna Mkenya mimi najua Wakenya wanapenda kufanya vitu last minute. How many times tunanga deadline watu wanapanga line?
But you know Kido, I've always had an issue with that. What is this mentality sisi tunakuanga nayo? Ya Mwafrika lazima pigwe ndio asikie. Why is it? And I've seen it all over. Time ya COVID ndio muingie kwa nyumba saa moja lazima mpigwe au sijui nje. We do repercussion before civic education. I know KRA has done everything with the civic education. This is what Nini should do as well. Even HELB. I know HELB has been trying. They should try that. They do have time. Kama kuna loan ina emergency.
Muna change my line. Sasa muna change my line.
And then angoja Kido. There's also the other thing.
We need to talk
there's
about
the other thing they are also already doing. Yeah, you cannot be employed. The employer has to know if you've been cleared by HELB. They're already tagging you kwa mambo ya nini.
Hizo kazi hata haziko by the way kwa
relax
why do they need to know withholding yangu ndio wakate kwa withholding.
Unatengeneza domo.
Waache.
Okay, let's talk about this next story. Now, Kenya is set to host a team of scholars from South Korea's Hankook University of Foreign Studies in a groundbreaking study aimed at unpacking the complex challenges facing Kenyan youths. In a statement released on Monday, the State Department for Youth Affairs and the Creative Economy said the team will conduct a comprehensive survey to explore social, psychological, economic, and political issues affecting young people. According to the ministry, the goal of the research is to inform policy interventions and unlock opportunities for cross-country collaboration on youth development. Sasa nini?
Opportunities gani kwanza tunaongelea hapo?
Wakenya wamekimbia kusema ni majenzi wanachunguzwa si majenzi.
Unlocking opportunities.
I'm still stuck hapo kwa ati problems facing the youth. What?
They are the problem.
They do not know the problems facing the youth.
Everything. Use uko ile video kulikuwa na lakini tunachezanga sana. Let me not say that. It's okay. You know, sometimes when people say tunataka tutoe pepo mbaya hapa and you're like, sir. It's you.
No.
But okay.
Usually after the problems facing the youth, you guys do not know who the youth are. The youths are very vulnerable youths are in suits in parliament. Very vulnerable youths are in government offices. Very, very vulnerable youths are in parastatals.
Vulnerable youth are getting pensions out here.
Exactly. Vulnerable youths are getting pension. Then we need to know what is disturbing them. Because our wengine wa 18 to 35, we already know police brutality, joblessness. We already know their problems. We already know they need to be employed. We know they need food prices to go down. We already know they need to be employed. We already know the cost of education needs to go down so that they can get qualified, so that they can be able to be absorbed into the job market. We already know what 18 to 35 is facing. We only need to know what the other young people
are doing or intending to do for the younger ones.
Yes.
They're younger. Anyway, it's okay. There's the 80-year-old, 86-year-old Ugandan politician.
Yeah.
Sa unasema
hao ndio vijana bado hata kitovu bado haijapona.
Joking about that thing in Uganda. Let me tell you, they don't like it.
It's not funny.
Yeah, they respect the guy.
Yeah, they love him. They love him. They say that he's there. They called him their Traore.
But you know what you don't realize, Savior, is because the moment you start to enjoy what was there Uganda, they already know where that is going. The MP is just an entry point. Na huko mali unaenda hawataki uende huko.
Na walishtuka, I said, you have all MP akufanya.
Wewe.
Nikajua.
Why does unajua aliva mask kwa sababu ya Kenya anashinda akifanya na mdomo.
Oh my.
You should be home. You should relax, rest. You've done your part. You've done enough for these people of this county. You can't even walk. You can't even... Anyway, it reminds me of some politicians in this country. I feel like that's how long they're going to hold on to power.
Exactly.
Whether people want them or not. He could barely walk. He could barely walk. Anyway, we're out of time, Kido.
Nakuletea mayouth wanatoka lini? Sijui tutakuwa.
Mayouth. Wao wase. Wanatokaje na budget ishatafutiwa ya 2027. Unaona mabarabara zijamalizwa. Na ma-t-shirt tunapitia shati ya uniform.
Unataka mayouth wa campaign na nini?
Unataka watu wasivae branded uniform Kido. Ndio hawatoki haweli popote.
Lakini vijana pia mu-apply for hizo funds.
Real talk. Yes, please get your voters cards. Unasikia hiyo story ya IEBC pia.
Yeah.
Sindio Kwat.
Yeah.
Sindio Xavier.
Yes.
Sindio Kido. And for you as well who's watching. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching the show. I can't believe we're out of time. I feel like this show flies by so fast. Yes. So fast. Okay, we're hoping the show can be longer. Please tag Apo Nation. Alafu tuone. Namna. Thank you so much for watching the show. My name is Amina Abdi-Rabah. Thank you, Kwat. Thank you, Kido. And thank you, Xavier. Time now for the news with Michelle Ngale. Good evening. Bye.